everyone, thank you for tuning in to the Burnalot here, coming to you straight from the sunny land of Portugal. And today's episode of Back Lady Gamer, back with Sounds of Her Love, a game that for whatever reason I'm actually getting emotionally invested in. Fucking hell! Okay, let's see exactly what's going on with this family, and let's see if we can't offer this girl some amount of consoling. Carrie, a person I have grown to enjoy the company of, is leading me higher towards the upper floor of her house. This was not chosen. I am quite literally just recording videos in a sequence. I'm recording several videos at a time, and for whatever reason, I didn't notice until now that this is the best fucking, this is what you would hear at the beginning of a new episode. Carrie, a person I've grown to enjoy the company of, is leading me higher towards the upper floor of her house. The fucking timing of the wording and verbiage of this fucking phrase is parfait. Moving on. There's a cursor. There you go. Our relationship has blossomed unexpectedly, flowering a friendship both of us cherish with nothing but pure passion. The fuck is that phrase? Okay, let's analyze that. Our relationship has blossomed unexpectedly, okay, flowering a friendship both of us cherish with nothing but pure passion? What? What is that? What is that sentence? What is that phrase? What is that phrase? I don't understand what that phrase is. This is the kind of shit you would read on a trashy romance novel that's written by a pretentious asshole called Steele. Okay. I can only assume that she's leading me to her bedroom, an action which would typically be unsuitable for this situation is for me to get flustered over complicating things by assuming the most raunchy and far-off situation. Wow! After what just happened, you're assuming that shit? What is wrong with you? Poop Socks is a poopy! What is wrong with this guy? Why does your mind even go there? Also, why is my sound? Is this sound off? Is this sound off? Is it? No, the sound is up. For whatever reason, there's no music again. Great. Is the music down? The music is up. There's just no music. It's deadly silent. Fucking hell. She wants to talk though. That I can tell from what we were subject to downstairs. It's obvious that she wants to address it. Carrie leads me in front, forcing me to divert my head in an act of politeness as to not look up her skirt. Are you a fucking dwarf? And I'm not saying that as in dwarfism. I mean like literal dwarf. Like gnome-sized. Like fantasy dwarf. Because that's the only reason I can imagine you be able to fucking see up her skirt when she was in front of you. Okay, geographically this is really confusing. She can't see me anyway, so she wouldn't know if I did. Now is not the time for... Yeah! Why did the last two sentences, this included, were about possibly looking up her skirt? What is wrong with you? Jesus! Okay. Her voice is firm, as if she has found something inside of her that is pushing her forward, giving her the courage to speak. Inside, though, she must be nervous. The entire situation between her mother and her father wouldn't be something she could easily talk about. I traced Carrie's footsteps with my own as we walked down the hall toward her room. Her body is rigid, filled with a composure of sorts. I can't imagine how long she must have waited for this moment, to be able to tell someone outside of her family circle what her life has been like. An unsettled relationship between her parents, her absence from school, and experiencing pure loneliness. All of that must have accumulated into an emotion of anger and of misery, one of sadness. Again, the wording and the phrasing is a bit off. In a way, I'm glad I found her. Though I can't be the one to solve her problems, I want to help her. This is a very, unusually for Poop Socks, this is a very healthy outlook to have. You can't go into these kinds of situations thinking that you're going to fix them. It's not going to work. Situations like, and I know people might think that. Those people are wrong. They are objectively wrong. Situations like these have a lot of baggage. They're very complicated. And unless you're a certified professional, you can't help. Even if you're a certified professional, you're emotionally involved and you shouldn't be helping as a certified professional. You should be doing the one thing someone with an emotional connection should be doing, which is offering unconditional support. That goes a long way, trust me. And trust the studies that say that, because I don't have to say trust me. I have science to back me up. Science! Okay. Oh, God, my throat. Yeah. Oh. Oh. She looks like a slime girl now. Is anyone seeing that? Is anyone seeing that hair thing, the whole slime hair thing? Because I am. Maybe I'm just dirty as shit. I don't know. We walk into a room painted in beige. Carrie goes forward and starts to undo her braids, slowly letting her silky hair fall down straight. A way I've never seen it. Something different. Those look amazing, though. I would kill for that hair, as opposed to the shaggy piece of shit I have now. I would kill for this hair. I would kill for hair this luxurious. I would. I prefer with the braids. Maybe that's because it's how I'm used to seeing her. She still looks beautiful either way. Okay, this might be just me, but she looks tremendously off-model, and she just doesn't... She looks really off-model, and the overall art quality of this entire slide is very lacking. I can't help but feel that the people who drew her and everything else, or person, is not the person who drew this particular slide. Because the art style looks very different, and she looks very different, and she looks very off-model. I can also see her panties, and I don't know why. God damn it, game. Why in an emotional moment do you feel the need to do this? Why? Just let it be an emotional moment. Carrie rests her glasses on her nightstand and taking a seat on the bed. The pink, love heart embellished beddings give off, two F's, a girlish vibe. I still feel as if they suit her. She herself holds a downcast... Don't zoom in. You're making the off-modelism look really obvious. She holds herself a downcast expression, the smooth skin on her hands clutching her knees tightly. She's not clutching her knees! Ah! Ah! Make the pictures match the description, please. It's getting on my nerves. If you cute pose, if she wasn't plagued by the sorrows, you misspell. You got the G and the U in wrong places. Plagued with the sorrows of her past, no matter how recent they may be. Why? Why? I'm diverting my eyes. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. Why? Why did you zoom in on that? Fucking hell, poop socks. You're an asshole. Although saying that, a thin gap between her thighs is visible. Thin. Thin. Apparently the definition of thin has changed when I wasn't looking. I love this ranting. It makes me feel so energized. Leaving her underwear within view. I tried to avoid it earlier when as Carrie starts talking. It'd be rude of me to look away from her. Yeah, it would be rude, you asshole. What? It seems out of place for me to ask Carrie. Ask. Carrie must have had a lot on her mind she must want to say, but I'm confused by her gratitude. She thanks me a lot, too often maybe, but this time there's surely more of an important meaning behind it. Better than apologizing a lot. That gets annoying. And you can't be mad at that person because you know it stems from a place of sincerity. But you get annoyed because it's like, stop apologizing. God. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we got it. Okay. It'd be great if she actually said poop socks. I would love it. Carrie goes on, letting her emotions flow out from within.
When we first met, I was nervous. It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, it was a week ago. A week ago. Now look where we are.
Do you know why? Why I held myself back?
Oh, I don't know. Let me hazard a guess. Long-standing self-worth and trust and commitment issues stemming from a dysfunctional family life? Okay.
It's still there. On the inside.
Yeah, my guess was good enough.
Self-confidence.
Yeah, there we go.
Even with strangers.
Yeah, there we go.
People who don't even know me.
Carrie still acts as if she hasn't improved. I wouldn't know what she's feeling on the inside, so I can't be one to judge. It's hard to have this emotional moment when I can literally see her underwear right now in one of the most provocative poses you could possibly have without actually trying to be provocative. It kind of kills the mood. Yes, I am talking about emotional, non-sexualized emotional moments in a visual novel. Can't we have that? Emotional is good. Let's just have that. God, my voice is dying. Maybe it's just me she's gotten better with, which would be a reasonable assumption. I'm the only person that she converses with that isn't with her family. A group of people which is probably limited to just her father. It must have been painful.
I used to be like this. Though I was always a quiet person.
Okay?
In the past, I never really had a good social life.
That could have fooled me.
This one girl who
Oh.
liked me.
Are we going to go get the alpha bitch storyline now?
Thinking about it now still makes me feel sick and angry.
Yep, we're going to go get the alpha bitch storyline now.
2 years ago.
Oh, no flashback, please. Oh, thank goodness, no flashbacks. I want to ask her, why didn't she speak up for herself? But actually, asking that would be rather spiteful. Yes, and ignorant and hurtful. Don't ask that. What the fuck is wrong with you, poop socks? A lonely girl trying to study for her exams. It would have been quite a stressful time. How do you know it was during the exam season? She didn't tell you, did she? Hold on.
Thinking about it, was this in the past?
Yeah, she didn't tell you anything about exams. The fuck kind of fucking conclusion is that? Knowing the education system, they wouldn't have done much for her. Or didn't. I don't know if she had any spoken to teachers.
After I was pulled out of school by my father.
Oh, I see.
He knew something was wrong. So I spent the year at home.
Are you sure that's the best way to go about it, Mr. Irwood? Because the best way to go about it is to find another school, not spend a year at home. Also, Irwood Caradwen? Oh, wait, no. Caradwen Irwood. Caradwen Irwood. Fucking Welsh, man. Fucking Welsh.
I told you I was ill. Didn't I?
Oh, was it psychiatric? Was that a lie?
It was.
Oh.
Sorry.
At least it was a lie, and it wasn't something like, yeah, I was in a psychiatric hospital because I was suicidal. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that would have been a lot worse than just a lie. Accepting her apology would be wrong. She had a pretty good reason. Okay. I get it. She had a pretty good reason to do so. There's nothing to be sorry about.
After it all, I felt nervous. Couldn't socialize. I feared a reaction.
Yeah, I would fear it too.
I wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't know what to do. Then I came back.
I actually feel sorry for this girl now. I feel sorry for this girl now. I feel empathy for her. Because I know so many people are in that same spot. I feel uncomfortable now. I want to give her a hug and make her feel better. Stop tugging at my heartstrings, game. Why do you do this? Oh, God. Alright. So it wasn't easy for Carrie to open up to me. It almost seems as if I forced her with how quick she has all gone. From a different perspective, I wouldn't be standing here now if she didn't want to get along. Very true. Nobody would outright refuse any interaction. It was just hard for her, for an understandable reason. That's wrong. Plenty of people will outright refuse any interaction. It's an option they have. And it may not even be because they have social anxiety. They might just be loners. It's the way they function. It makes me feel happy that she had found what she'd been looking for.
Girl had gone, so I went back. But I was still scarred with loneliness.
I can imagine.
Everyone knew me from before and stayed away.
Everyone's a bunch of dicks then. Holy crap, that's why I'm getting in so well. Everyone's a bunch of dicks.
But you were there, and you gave me an opportunity.
I can see this turning into some sort of a romantic situation here. I am going to bet on 75% hug, 25% kiss. That's exactly what I'm going to be predicting.
That's why I want to thank you for becoming my friend.
Because this game has done absolutely nothing to convince me that it will throw any curveballs and that it won't just follow every trope to the letter.
You mean a lot to me.
Poop socks. And now back to the old art style. Whoever drew that old slide was not the one that made this one or the other ones. Carrie stands from her bed, finishing by giving me her warm-hearted regards. It's a thing which we have always done during the time we've known each other. She's usually quite polite. This, however, is something much more than that, something special both to her and me. Okay? Alright. Carrie nods and smiles, wiping the melancholic expression clean from her face. It's a wonderful sight. To know that our relationship means this much to her, it really makes me happy. Okay. The pair of us stand together in the center of Carrie's bedroom, basking in the presence of the other. Around us is silence, barring the light sounds of traffic from outside. It's a lovely atmosphere, something which makes me feel warm inside. I don't know what her father is doing, but we must have realized we have gone. Luckily enough, we're not in my house, or my father would be in here the moment we left this site. Probably with a camera. I like this guy's dad. He's shameless as shit and I love him.
So, I guess you...
Yeah, that happened. I guess I did.
want to see yours.
Oh, really?
It's probably a bit messy.
That expression may be a bit weird, but I get it. She's being cheeky. Yes, we win. She's being cheeky. And I spat all over the monitor. Out of nowhere, Carrie throws me a jab as she stands there before me with a complacent grin. She is right, though. My room is a tip. Not that I remember it. If I ever did have the courage to bring Carrie anywhere near my family, particularly my father, then cleaning the room would be somewhere on the list of priorities. You should take pride in your time. Yes, you should. Carrie giggles at my statement, an act of familiarity which I'm glad we could achieve. Pardon that. Had an interruption. Don't worry. Alright. Carrie giggles at my statement, an act of familiarity which I'm glad we could achieve. Moments ago, Carrie was recalling thoughts from a time filled with a wealth of dictionary words. What? Sadness, depression, loneliness. Those sorts of words come to mind. The music is really inspirational. Hopefully we can change the experiences of the past so in the future she doesn't have to look back on painful memories. That's not how it works. Those memories, they're always there. They're always going to be there. You just learn to live with them. You don't forget the past. You learn to cope with the past. Alright.
I take pride in my books. Thank you.
Yeah, as you should.
No, you're right. I like to look after them, but reading them comes
I'm still a bit pissed off, annoyed that the audio is not normalized. Alright, there are quite a lot of books there, though. Surely she hasn't read them all. Really? What? You think she's the kind of person who would puff up her room with books to look smarter? Of course not. Why did you assume that? Fucking hell, poop socks. Actually, I take that back. Good for you. She probably has. That vacant smile as she stares towards the bookcase proves it. In all fairness, she's not the only one with a lot of books in her room. I couldn't even count the number in mine. Hypocrite. All they do is gather dust, and my room continues to be treated like a storeroom by my father, cluttering the house with all his publications. Oh, not hypocrite. Was there ever a time where he actually wrote a book? Throwing that thought to the side of my mind, I glanced at the alarm clock beside Carrie's bed. It feels as if it is getting late. It's 22 o'clock.
Oh, ignore the alarm. It's broken.
Oh, okay. It seems as if we both had issues with faulty clocks lately. Nonetheless, if it wasn't for that, I doubt it would have mattered in the first place. Realizing that I'm in fact wearing a watch, I raise it up to check the actual time. Before saying it myself, Carrie is quick to the point.
It's getting late, isn't it?
It's never getting late with you, Carrie. There, I said it. Sue me. All right. Carrie smiles, for that wonderful sight quickly turns back into a frown.
I'm sorry about earlier.
Oh, don't be. In reality, it is her father's duty to apologize, even though I wouldn't blame him for his actions. Duty to apologize? Her mother called him. That's not his fault. Her father has nothing to apologize for. It's not his duty. He should just kind of do it to stop it being awkward. God, duty? Jesus. It seems as if Carrie's mother It seems as if it's Carrie's mother who's the loose cannon. Carrie herself definitely isn't fond of her.
Yes, let's.
Okay. Carrie and I make our way out of the room and down the stairs, leaving behind what was both a special, yet somehow depressing moment for both of us. Carrie had to recall the time she wanted to forget, but at the same time it made us closer. I now realize that she didn't even speak much about our family issues. That I can't blame her for, but it was the reason the two of us left the dining table. All I have to do now is wait until she's ready to speak about such things. Being able to help her is something I want to do. We walk down the hall towards the doorway, Carrie getting ready to see me off. I don't know where her father is, but I'll just have to speak to him another time.
I should be thanking you. I'm glad you came.
I'm glad too.
Despite.
Alright, don't worry. Carrie smiles warmly, holding the handle of the door in her hand. I'm sure neither of us is ready to go yet, but I've got to get back home nonetheless.
Monday.
She blushes, leaving me to give her a smile in response. I don't think I'll ever get tired of seeing those rosy cheeks.
Bye.
Shutting the door behind me, Carrie and I are now separated. Oh, my prediction went awry. Not even a hug, really? Not even a hug. Man. Carrie and I are now separated. Myself feeling happy despite the cold of the evening. Her, well, I'm not really sure how she's feeling. In all honesty, I hope she's feeling better. Talking with her really made me feel closer to her, maybe even something more. I take my steps out of the garden, a pretty one at that. Each flower still vibrant in the evening sunlight. It's quite a beautiful sight. It is Carrie's after all. Scene transition. And back in the room. That was emotional, apart from the art issues. But really, I want to see how this ends. I'm invested in this now. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video. As always, open to suggestions in the comment. As always, oh, wait, what? Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, open to suggestions in the comment section down below. Until next we meet, this is Tully Burnalot signing off. Cue the music.